So the world wants you to stay weak, and the world wants you to watch the hub. The world is trying to feed you loneliness, and at the same time, it's also feeding some of those other addictions that you might have, such as like stress eating or staying in a depressed state, is all actually coming from the world and the way that it's controlling you. And by the end of this video, you'll realize that you've been fooled by the world and you're pretty much tricked into the system, and you'll want to escape and you'll want to find the fire within you. So this is the growth rate of the adult content industry in the US in the $1 million amounts, okay, from 2018 to now, 2023. Now, obviously, you don't have to be some kind of stat nerd in order to read that chart. It's pretty basic. It's a pretty steep incline over the years. And with that incline over the years, it's going to negatively affect us because by 2050, right, loneliness is going to be insane, and it's pretty much going to be a trend at that point because everybody's going to have online girlfriends on their VR, and they're going to have like bodysuits and stuff like that where they can feel their pleasure because it's just simply overrated to go out and get a girlfriend. Maybe not exactly overrated, but rather just more difficult to go out and find a girlfriend when you could just buy this like suit and all this different stuff that, you know, you'll probably see in year 2050. It's very, very possible, and it wouldn't surprise me, unfortunately. And really, this isn't even your fault, okay? This is actually the world conforming to the way that people are right now. And this is why it's a problem, and this is why I want you to be aware of yourself, and I want you to go on NoFap. I want you to stop watching the hub because I know it can hurt you in the long run. Not only is this currently hurting you as a actual hub addiction, but this is also affecting you in other ways. This affects you in ways of your diet. For example, if you can't have the self-control to not fap off one day to the hub, there's a good chance that you're probably not in control of your diet either. And you're probably not in control of your physique either. Now, of course, yes, you can focus on these one at a time, and maybe, you know, the hub addiction is the last one that you're trying to figure out for yourself. Just know that the world wants you to keep that hub addiction. They want you to stay weak. They want you to stay at home while you're paying rent and you're paying for all your online girlfriends and you're buying fast food all the time because you are just pretty much at that point the ultimate consumer. And because the world is already on its way of making it exactly who they want you to be, it will create more addictions out of you, right? You'll start creating maybe a nicotine addiction or an alcohol addiction, or, you know, there's other drugs and other worse addictions that you could really have. And honestly, a lot of this starts with just the fact that, you know, we're addicted to the hub and we're addicted to just food and, you know, overindulging. And it all starts with those very simple things. And then as things, you know, progress in life, and sometimes it's more or less a regression in life, what ends up happening is that we end up seeing other people doing these addictions, and we see the easy way out, and then we try to follow it. Try to eliminate the hub addiction because it is so possible. And once you start going out there and you start trying to get a girlfriend, you start going for dates and stuff like that, honestly, you're gonna feel so much better about yourself. And yes, the urges will still be there and they will exist, but it's really just trying to push past those and look at the end goal. You don't want to be the nerd in the year 2050 that's going to be wearing the VR headset with the suck me off suit. You know, essentially you're just living the easiest life possible because you don't even have to worry about a girlfriend. You don't have to worry about taking her out to eat. You could just plop on the headset and just take her out with your, you know, your online currency, and everything will be just fine. It's just embarrassing that that's even an idea, right? And somebody is probably going to think about that or even take this idea and they'd be like, dude, this is like golden. People are going to buy this. And it's true. People will, okay? But you won't buy this because you watched this video. And that's what makes you different. And that's what makes you just honestly so much stronger than all the other nerds out there. So if you're against the idea of the suck me suits, then be sure to subscribe and like this video if you haven't already. Doing the whole no hub, no fap, it's just gonna be so much better for your life, and you won't end up like the nerds out there that's gonna be wearing the suck me suit that you subscribed not to wear. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and if you guys wanted some more motivation, check out this video right here. This was a 30-day challenge that I put myself through. It was honestly a great time, some really good motivation in this video. So check this video out if you haven't already. Find the fire within you and stay Diablo.